So today I'm going to be doing my signature makeup look on myself. I do not use foundation anymore. I found that to be the reason for a lot of my breakouts, which caused some hyperpigmentation because I cannot stop picking at my face. I suck. Until I end up finding the right one, I'm just going to do it this way. And with that being said, I like to go in, starting with my eyebrows. I like to use ColourPop's Precision Brow Pencil. I either use the black and brown pencil, or they have something called, I forget what it's called, but it's a really dark brown, and that's the one that I'm using right now. So with that, I like to pencil in my brows around the edges and then brush them in so it gives a faded gradient look. It looks more like hair rather than a block of color. So I like to fade it in by, using my fingers and the brush on the pencil, and that fills in my brows. How I got my brow shape is I basically pencil in my brows and then tweeze around wherever there isn't pencil. So that way my eyebrows grow into the shape that I actually want them. And I eventually use less and less pencil. But moving on, after I do my brows, I like to go ahead and put the glue onto my lashes so that by the time I actually put on my lashes, it's nice and tacky. This is a method that I picked up after a while of gluing my lashes and immediately putting them on and realizing this isn't going to work. There has been plenty of times I've ruined my eyeliner trying to put on wet lashes. So moving on into my next step, I like to use this gold liquid on my lids. It gives it a little pop. It definitely goes with my skin tone. I like to use it right in the corners and, in the creases a little bit. I don't do anything else. I just try to blend it a bit. And I like to also put this color onto my cheeks as a little base for my highlighter. What I'm using is by Milani. I believe it's called Strobe Effect or Strobe Light. I'll give full details at the end. But I also use this gold stick. I forget what it's called. The name of it actually faded off of the tube. So it is a pencil. It's like a highlight stick. I believe I also got this from ColourPop. It is my favorite. I like to put it right in the corner just and on my waterline to make it pop a bit. I next go into my look with my Il Makiage felt tip eyeliner pen. This gives such good precision. I also like there's another one that I like, but we'll talk about that later. But this one was the one I had on hand, and it's by Il Makiage. It comes off so easily, like with water, and it's so intense. So I like the fact that I can get my really, really, really dark look, and then it also wipes off without an issue. So I like to go in and create my line on my eyelid with my pen and let it dry, and then I'll go in a second or third time because I really like it like to be a deep, intense black. So I'll sit there and I'll go over it once, allow it to dry, and then I'll move on to my next step. My next step is now to use my lip pencil, which is by Dior. I believe it's a rose colored. Again, I'll give the full details at the end of the video of everything that I used, or it will be at the bottom of the screen. I use the lip pencil. It is my favorite. It is from Dior, and it has a brush on the other end that I like to use to smear my color a little bit. I then go in with my YSL blush. It's a liquid blush, and you only need very little depending on how deep you like your blush. But I use 3 little dots, and I go in and blend it right over that gold that I put on the apple of my cheek so that it gives a gradient or a strobe look. So that is my little technique. I do it one side at a time because the blush does tend to dry quickly, so I don't put it on both cheeks all at once. I like to do it one at a time so that it's nice and even and doesn't dry quickly on me. I'm next going to prep my lips with my Dior lip balm. It gives a nice little pink hue. And I then go over it with my YSL Shine Stick. It is sort of like a lipstick, but it's more like a lip gloss, if that makes any sense. It just gives a hint of color, which is just enough to match perfectly with my lip liner. I love it so much. It's a good combo for my skin complexion. So now here I am again going over my eyeliner to make it even more of a deep black. Now I'm going to take my now tacky lashes and apply them over the eyeliner so it gives a seamless look. I like to apply my lashes using bottlenose tweezers, or what they call it, needle tweezers. I forget. They're really pointy at the tip, and they're perfect for getting my fake lashes, as close as possible to the base of my real lashes. It allows me to curve them and move them with precision, and they're my favorite ones to use. And being as though I applied the glue earlier, they are very easy to put on. They stick immediately, and if you need to move it, it's going to be really, really tacky, but the tweezers allow me to place it in the right spot the first time. So I'll now go back over my lashes with the black liner. I made a mistake, and as you can see, there I am taking my water to reset my look, and it's that easy. I could be using a cotton swab or something like that, but who has time? This is my first video, and I'm just going with the flow. I promised myself there will be no second takes, there will be no cuts and edits, so here we are, one straight shot. I'm going in with my eyeliner to go over the lash to cover any spots that were gapped. And that's how I basically make my look for my lashes, which I love. So yeah, the final thing that I do with my makeup look is I take my Prada pressed powder and I go over the areas that usually get shiny for me. So it's my nose, basically my T-spots, my forehead, my nose, my chin, and basically it makes it nice and matte. And when it sinks in, it just looks like I'm well moisturized. So yeah, that's my whole makeup look. I hope you enjoyed and you stay tuned for the next video.